Cracking YouTube. Welcome to another video brought to you by the House Money channel, where we do house money investing strategy here. What I do is deploy money into the market within a 30 to 90 day span. Then I pull out my principal, leave my gains in the market, hence house money, which is considered to me to be free stock, and I let that stock compound, ride up over time, with zero risk at that point. Starting off the video today, well, first of all, I'm going to go over overview of the 17 trades I made this morning, selling out of position, also taking principal and locking in gains into the market. The thing you see here is SBE, Switchback Energy. It's a merge with ChargePoint. I just posted this yesterday. I actually forgot it in my last video, so I'm gonna feature it here today. Sorry about that. And it was up nicely yesterday. Just posting the nice gains I had. I own SBE and several different brokerages, so of course I'm making money off that one, which is really nice. First thing I did this morning was pull out some principal out of my Robinhood. It was $53.14 worth of principal. Then I sold Walmart, which was $59.61 worth of Walmart. This trade I actually lost maybe $1 or so, $1.39 or something like that, maybe somewhere around there. It wasn't much. I was just trying to do a swing trade. Walmart didn't do so well in the last couple months, so I was actually down a little bit on that position, but it's okay, because at the end of the day, the stocks I use and the companies I go with, I'm gonna end up profiting overall. And I'm up. I got like $4,500 in my Robinhood account. The gains are around like $700, $600, $700 right now, so I'm still up pretty good on that account. So this happens sometimes. You ain't gonna win them all. And then Hershey, I purchased $1.30 worth of Hershey in my stash account. That was due to me selling my Hershey position, which was a fractional share of 40% of a share. I sold that for $62.30. My initial investment was $61, so I made $1.30. Since the gain wasn't large enough, Robinhood makes you sell the whole entire investment. So I just took that profit and went over there and bought it in stash. Which, yeah, I bought it at a higher share price than I got in at, but it's cool, because like I said, it's house money. It's going to ride for a while. I believe in Hershey. It's a good company. So eventually, no matter what, in my opinion, the company's going to go up in value. So I'm going to make money off that position. Plus, me doing this every 30 to 90 days, I'm steady going to add to these positions, because Hershey is a company I'm going to keep investing in. Then in my M1 Finance, I withdrew principal of, I sold $146.73 here. What I do on M1, I don't use it for long term. I don't use it for dividends like most guys. What I do is put a few $1,000s into it, wait to 30 90 days, then I withdraw everything, and then I go back and look at every position I had and the gains I had in those positions. I'll purchase those in like Robinhood, Fidelity, Stash, Cash App, or Public. So here I sold 146. I got 100 shares offset at 1%. So of course it's going to take out a certain amount of every position to try to balance out the portfolio and keep it at 1%. And we're just going to go through the tickers here. That way you can kind of get an idea of the type of companies I'm into, which are the growth, value, dividend plays, value plays, stuff like that. So just looking at the tickers, you can pretty much see what type of company I invested in, and they're all going to be high quality. You got Lowe's, APD, Toolsworks, Illinois Toys Works, Snap-on, Abby. You got Caterpillar, 3M, Ecolab, EA, Union Pacific, MKC, Target, Goldman Sachs, Etsy, Splunk, which has been beaten down. It is gonna come back. Then you got Wynn Resorts, Nice Long Term Play. You got Home Depot, J&J, I mentioned 3M, all great dividend plays. You got Toyota, T-Rowe, Walmart, MasterCard, Pepsi, Roku, Linden Tree that's been beat down, Tillo. Then I got Vanguard Funds. I got VIG, VYM, Disney, Honeywell, UPS. Got some SPY ETFs as well. Beyond Meat, Qualcomm, Costco, Kimberly-Clark, Starbucks, American Express, Dollar General, Visa, V&Q, VTI, AVGO, JP Morgan, Nike, Clorox, McDonald's, another SPY. You got VU, Domino's, T-Mobile, Garmin, FVRR, Datadog, Microsoft, PayPal, Whirlpool, Alibaba, Lulu. Then I got some Charles Schwab's ETFs in here as well. I got Archivest ETFs. I got the Triple Qs, Snowflake, Apple, Boeing, FedEx. Also got exposure to precious metal like gold. You got GLD, Extra Storage, Public Storage, Peloton, Into, Skyworks, Spotify, which is amazing long-term company. Amazing, I'm telling you. You got Square, who's dominating that space there. And then you got Facebook, one of the best companies out there, Pins, TDoc, AMD, TQQQ, and DocuSign. So as you can see, you know, all high quality. So I'm gonna make profit on these companies, you know. Then I withdrew $365.57 out of my M1, which is principal, and as you can see there, my balance is $1,001.91. Then I sold my GLD out of my Robinhood, which is exposure to precious metals. If you know anything about gold, it's been kind of beaten down at the moment. It will go back up. So on this swing trade, I did not, profit or make any, progress toward getting more fractional shares. But I do own GLD and other gold ETFs and gold positions in other brokerages, so that's okay as well. Just took a small loss there. Then I placed an order of Square in my public account for $6. That came from me selling Square out of my Robinhood. My initial investment was $62. So I sold the position. I had a fractional share of 33% of a share. I sold it for $68.39, and my profit of $6. I put it to Square. So I got all my principal out, locked in my profits. Now I got some more fractional share of Square. Ride out long term, zero risk. It's gonna steady compound and build up over time. Then Air Products and Chemicals, bought $1 worth in Cash App. That was because I sold my fractional share of 23% of a share in my Robinhood, which was $64.63. My initial investment was $64, so I technically only profited 63 cents, but I went ahead and rounded that up to $1. That way I can get me, because you can't purchase anything less than $1, and I didn't want to just, discount that 63-cent gain that I did make. And this seems like it's not a lot, guys, but trust me, in 1 to 3 months, if I lock in positions of 465 or so different positions, like right now on my watch list, I have nearly 300 positions I'm gonna get into in January. If I make $1 on each of those, that's $200 to $400, $500 I'm on profit. So, $1 will add up over time. Then I sold Home Depot for $63.89. My initial investment was $64, so I lost 11 cents, which isn't bad. It was a fractional share, 24% of a share. Wasn't able to add more Home Depot, but it's cool. Then Alibaba, I purchased $1.55 of Alibaba in my Robinhood account. Actually purchased it there. I sold it out of my public account for $46.53. So my initial investment was around $44. The gain wasn't large enough for public to let me keep it in there. It made me sell everything, so I repurchased in Robinhood. So that's $1.55 worth of BABA I added to my portfolio. In my public account, I have like $2,000. I'm up about $400 over the last 6 months. Started that in June. So, still profiting there as well. Then Facebook, I purchased $1.21 worth of Facebook in my Robinhood, and I sold out of it, which was a $46 investment originally on Facebook. So my gains were around $1.21. Again, like I said, public made me sell it all, so I repurchased it in Robinhood. And then from my public account, I withdrew principal of $586.56. Then in my Robinhood, I purchased Apple, $4.09 worth, and that was due to me selling my Apple share out of Webull. So the estimated value is going to be at $121.80. Sell it at market value. So as soon as the market opens, it'll sell that share at whatever the price is. So at that moment that I sold it, the profit was $4.09. So I add some fraction of Apple into my account, into my Robinhood. Webull doesn't do fractional shares at all. So what I do with Webull is put money into it, a few $1,000, buy shares, whole shares, let those sit out, and then whatever I profit, I'll sell it all, take the profit, buy it on another brokerage that offers fractional. Then Beyond Meat, I purchased $1 worth of Beyond Meat on Robinhood. That came from me selling one share of Beyond Meat in my Webull account for $137.90. Beyond Meat is an amazing company. It's super innovative. They're going to be a major deal. So anytime I can add more Beyond Meat, even if it's $1, I'm happy about that. Then Tillo, I sold $47 worth in my public account. This one I made a nice gain on. It actually left the gains in the public account. Anytime you see me sell something at an even price, like a $47, that's going to be a profit. It's going to leave the gains. Anytime it's 47 and some change, or a whole number and some change, I either took a loss on that, or if I did profit, I'm going to show you that I purchased in another brokerage. Because when I make initial investments, they're always a whole dollar amount. Then in my Stash app account, which this account I have about $2,800 in, and I'm up almost $400. So also doing well in that account as well. But I purchased FedEx, $2.25 worth of FedEx, which I sold FedEx out of my public account, which was $50.32. So I made a nice little, just a little profit, but it's, like I said, it's adding up, guys. As you see, I have a lot of positions. I make a lot of trades. I do this 7 days a week. So it's going to add up. Then Square, I purchased $2.39 worth of Square in my Robinhood account. That came from me selling Square out of my Stash account for $44.39. So my initial investment was $42. Profit was $2.39. Stash app does do fractionals, but again, the gains wasn't large enough for me to keep the profits in there, so I just purchased in Robinhood. Here's an example of it being large enough, right? So I got Roku. Current holding was $50.11. I took out my principal, which was $43. So my gains of $7.11 going to stay inside of Cash App under the Roku ticker. So now I have Roku, fractional shares of Roku on house money just sitting there going to ride out. And then Alibaba, so this in my Stash account as well, $42.82. Actually took a loss on that play. And my initial investment, I think it was like $43, $44, somewhere around there. It wasn't a big gain, a big loss, but as anybody knows, Chinese stocks aren't doing so well at the moment with all the audits and stuff like that. So it has been beaten down. But this is the Amazon of China, so I always swing trade Alibaba, and I want to add more because long term it's going to pay off for sure. This is Tesla. I have $55.44 worth of Tesla in my Stash account on the swing trade. My initial investment was $45, so I took out my $45 principal. That leaves me with $10.44 worth of Tesla on fractional share, and it's going to ride out for house money. Now you think, okay, $10.44 of Tesla, it's not a lot. Tesla's pretty expensive, right? Well, let me tell you, I bought $14 worth of Tesla back in March, right? Now that same $14 worth of Tesla is worth over $100. So this $10, I'm knowing, will eventually turn into $100. So when you see the small amounts, don't think of them as small amounts. Think of the potential of that amount. Then in my stash account, I withdrew principal. That's $403.33 worth of principal I withdrew out of my stash account. And that'll be it for the video today, guys. I'm going to try to go ahead and make a video going over my stash account with all my positions and my gains and stuff like that. So I'll see you later.